What's going on, y'all? I'm just going live for a few minutes. Don't have too much daylight left, but figured some of you guys may be out there chilling like I was for a second. See if I can turn this flash on real quick. Okay, that didn't work. Yeah, that may help it a little bit. So I see a couple people coming in and joining in. Y'all, this is probably gonna not be a super long video. Just want to get out of here for about maybe 5-10 minutes at the most. Dang, this light is bright. I didn't realize it was this bright, so what's going on? We got Mark in the house, JP Slayer RC. I'm gonna turn this light off, try to save on a little bit of energy. So can you guys still see it pretty good? It's not gonna probably be the best live video, but this thing's going good. Like I said, I'm just out here real quick. It may not be the best. It's at night. I took the lights off because I haven't secured them in there that well, but oh, and it flipped all the way over there. I can barely see it. Where it go? Where it go? It's been running and handling good. Still have not broken not one thing on it, and nothing has overheated on it either. So it's still been it's been Arrma tough. That's the best way I can put it. So all right, yeah, because it's gonna be probably a little bit delay and stuff. It being nighttime out here and stuff. So y'all tell me something. Did this go upside down or did it rotate right side up? Is it still upside down or is it right side up? I never had a low C Baja, so I'm not sure how that handles. It's right side up. Okay, appreciate that. I just flipped this camera over so I could film a little bit better as I'm going around here and running. Try not to go too far because I can't really see too well here. The camera's actually seeing better than I can see. Now I know this isn't as big as the Super Baja Ray. That's going to be a little bit bigger, but so I can't really do a good comparisons with that. So what's going on? We got paintball in the house. Okay, a couple other people are coming in. So like I said, I'm not gonna go live too long. I figured I go live for a few minutes. I'm out here rolling this around. I was driving something else that you guys will see come up in another day or so. Actually, since y'all on here live, I was driving the Arrma Raider, XL. I don't know if you guys remember that, but that was one they came out with years ago. Try not to move so much. That's what's kind of blurring the view of this. I should have went live with that one, right? So you guys could see that. Nah, I took the lights off because I got to secure them better. They weren't being secured at all. So Richard said his Baja Ray handles pretty well. You got the 10 scale one or the big 6-7 scale slash one? I appreciate that, JP Slater. Said the camera looks pretty good out here. I mean, this is completely dark at night. I could turn the flash on, but it's just gonna make me short the video down more. So yeah, we were driving this a little bit yesterday, so I don't know how much more battery I have left. Turn this flash off. I'm surprised you can still see this good at night with the flash off. So you drove the 10 scale, and I thought about a 10 scale one. So where are my ramps? My ramps are at home, man. I have enough room to bring my ramps with me. Yeah, there's no jumps out here today, y'all. It's at night too. There's no jumps. There's some big rocks over there on the other side, but that's about it. That's why I'm over here. I'm trying to avoid hitting them rocks. Yeah, I may do a Creighton video versus this. I may bring a Creighton out. If you guys think you may want to see that and run my Creighton. I got a V3 Creighton. I don't have the new one, but run my V3 Creighton against this. I'm not sure where I would take it either. I could take it to that BMX track or a couple areas, but I would. But the cops, if I got the Camaro on the field, the cops would be out here in no time. Matter of fact, I think they're right around the corner. They always be looking at me like I don't see them, or like I'm out here trying to do some kind of deal or something. It's kind of funny. I had lights on it. I took the lights off. So I got to secure the lights down. I'll have lights on it again soon. Yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool to run the Creighton against this as well, so you guys can see the differences in handling stuff. See, there go the cops right over there coming through. I think it'd be pretty cool to run those two against one another, just so you guys can see the differences in handling characteristics and stuff. So fine. See, he stopped over there behind me, y'all. He probably didn't see me at first. So I don't know what you guys think about that, a Creighton versus Mojave video. Putting them both out on 6S and keeping them going. It can do wheelies. If you guys, JP Slayer said, Racy said, can it do wheelies? Now I did it on a super speed Saturday when I was running it. I did do a wheelie with it. I mean, it was about, shoot, what was it? It was when I put the 20-tooth pinion gear in here and I was running straight down back and forth on concrete. Now you put the 20 in there off road, it's probably going to overheat. But with the 16 on it, doesn't overheat. It can do wheelies with that. I mean, you put a lot of power and stuff for it. So, all right, it's getting a little bit darker than normal, so I'm gonna turn this flash on for a minute. I don't know, can y'all still see it? Kind of far away now. It's darker than normal. I'm gonna do the So I think if Arrma was trying to create one of the ultimate bash vehicles, I think they did it with this. And the reason why I say that is because you guys know short course trucks are pretty durable. And that's mostly because of the big body as well. But they put a lot of thought and design, in my opinion, into designing this. And it's been durable. I mean, it really, really has. I've run it more than what I've showed in my videos. I'm going to probably take this over here on the street. Get out this grass, because I don't know what's coming out at night in the grass. Come over here real quick. But they have done, to me, a good job on getting this as an ultimate basher, in my opinion. So, a couple more questions are coming up. Sorry, y'all. Just shaking around, wobbling around and stuff. So, Richard said you can't do with the Creighton on the 6S. They're fast. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, the flash will attract bugs. So, I think I'll probably end up doing that maybe sometime this week. Getting let me turn this flash on. I got enough energy to do this. I think that running these two together is going to show you guys how they run against one another. My Creighton did, when I think I had the speed gear on it that I was running off road, it did overheat once. It did thermal, so. Richard said, when's Arrma coming out with an X Max? I don't know that they're coming out with an X Max or anything like that. I think it's the end of the year, y'all. They probably done. If you guys haven't checked it out, CCXRC has something called RC Conspiracies. It's so funny, but they kind of speculate of certain things and stuff like that. So as far as in X Max, whatever, I have no clue. I mean, this thing right here is actually pretty large too. I think I didn't do a size comparisons to the X Max, but I probably will at some point, just so you guys can see how big this is. Because what amazed me when I did the unboxing stuff was how big the tires and wheels were on this. So. No, I've never had the cops called on me unless they just called this cop over here. But I think they pretty much know that I'm out here running cars. I've been doing this for years and years. So they see the gray Camaro, they should know it's me. So. But maybe I'll take these two out because this is Arrma's largest scaled off-road car. And I would say I would get Low C's largest, but the only thing I have is the 3XLE. I could say in my collection. So I could get this, the Low C 3XLE, the X-Max. I'm trying to think of what other large-scale cars I have from different companies that are the largest ones they have. Maybe I'll do a run of all those, so. Oh shoot, man, a 5th scale Revo. Hopefully it'll hold up if they do that. I don't know how you're gonna resist not purchasing this. This is I mean, right now I think Arrma nailed it with the toughness and the bashability of this. I really do, and the handling of this. I've run every Arrma car that they've had out, every 8 scale, except for the Big Rock, and then also the Phazon. But just about every Arrma car I have had and I've run, and off-road, this has been by far one of the best. Now the Creighton's good too. I'm not taking away anything from that, but just taking this out and running it like I've ran it, and just not having any issues or problems with it, to me they nailed it with this one. They really did. So. Oh, you still saw him sitting over there? No, the ground clearance has been fine. Bill, I'll show you this real quick if you can see that. I don't know if you can see that too well. That's about a couple of inches there. It has really been good. I mean, I kind of thought about that, you know, with short course trucks and all that stuff and ground clearance, but this has actually been good. So I haven't, like I said, I have not had any issues at all with this car at all. None. None. I can't think of any issues or problems that I had. The only problem that I had was when I put lights on it and they wouldn't extend all the way out, and when I would jump, they would come unloose and all that. You guys saw some of the videos, and I got a video I'm actually going to run. I'll tell you guys this. I'll probably release it this week or something. I'm running all of Arrma's 7 scale cars. So I'm running this one. I'm running the Infraction and the Limitless all at once. So I got all Arrma's big boys out, and I'm running them all at once. So. Yeah, I've had Revos too. You guys know I got the Revo 2.0 when it came out, and I had it for a couple of weeks, and I ended up selling it to a friend, and he had it, and he ended up selling it. It was cool, but to me, the Revo, it just wheelied way too much. I mean, I don't mind doing wheelies every now and then where I can make my car wheelie, but something that wheelies every time you pull the trigger was just, and then they limited the battery tray too, so I wasn't a big fan of the limitations on battery trays as well. You're only limited to about a 5,000 milliamp, and it can't even be a real thick one with that. So I wasn't a big fan of those side batteries. They should have done it differently to where it lays down inside the chassis. If they did that, I probably would have kept it. But since I was limited to with batteries that I could put up in there, that made me get rid of it. And then the wheelies and stuff, that could kind of be worked on and controlled and adjustability. But because of that, that's why I kind of got rid of my Revo. So yeah, it's the size and it's the body build. I mean, the body makes it look like it doesn't have ground clearance at all. But if I go up under here, you see all that? I mean, that's got plenty. But it does make it seem like it doesn't, but it does. It has plenty of it on there. Actually, I'll be doing a MT conversion on this. Basically, I'm putting some bigger tires and wheels on this at some point. So yes, this is actually a live video. So you caught me while I'm live. We'll be live for maybe another, let's see, probably another 5 minutes or so. I'll be live. No, the Sentinel Mojave are different in a couple ways. I mean, of course, the scales are different, but I've driven a Sentin before, the 6S, because I had two of them. I had the version 1 and version 2. I never got the version 3, but I've driven both of those, and those Sentins don't handle like this. I would think of this handling more or less like the 3S BLX Sentin, but larger and better. That's the best way I can put it. It's not taking anything away from the 6S Sentin. It's just the 6S Sentin did flip too a few times when I drove it. I didn't really flip this one. This one was it just handled better. I think it's just because it's larger and the way the suspension and stuff is designed with it. So I don't know if Hobbytown's gonna have an event this fall. I haven't seen anything. They're not doing like any swap meets or anything. So I've asked them a couple of times. They haven't done it. So we'll be moving on. So we'll be getting some stuff set up next year with events and stuff. So yeah, Bo, I do like this more than the UDR. Now, there's been a lot of controversy on that, and at this point, I really don't care. People are upset and mad. They said I drove the UDR and I can't drive and all that. Man, whatever. I was driving RC cars probably when they were still in the womb, but the UDR does not handle as well as this truck. It's just that plain and simple. There's things on the UDR that restrict its handling abilities. I mean, you guys know that. You guys know it's solid axle, lock diffs. That's one thing right there. Tires on the back, that's another thing. You know, it's certain things on the UDR that does not let it handle better than this. It's that plain and simple. The UDR is a couple of years old. You know, this is newly designed. So Arrma said directly this isn't a competitor to the UDR, but it's fine. I mean, it's still, people wanted to see that. I don't have a Super Baja Ray, so I can't compare it to that, but I know the Baja Ray is bigger than this. But for me, I like this for bashing and stuff better than the UDR. The UDR is good for looks and stuff, and it can be adjusted and stuff. You put a little money into it, probably put some sway bars on it, thicker wheels, and if you can unlock that rear diff, I think it would handle a lot better. Price-wise, this is like $50 cheaper, I think. So, but for me, the UDR is okay, but it's a new kid on the block. I mean, and the UDR flipped a lot. I mean, I wasn't trying to make it flip, but ask any UDR owner. There's a few out there that say, oh, my UDR doesn't flip that much and all that. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I was going to, but the UDR is more of a show queen. I've driven it on sand and dirt before. And for those of you guys that said, oh, you drove it several months ago because somebody said something about that and you didn't flip it as much, I drove it on 4S when I did that. I didn't drive it on 6S. When I drove it against this, I drove it on 6S. You know, regardless of whatever I did, y'all would have complained about it, or someone would have complained about it. If I drove it on 4S, they would have been like, oh, it's slow. Well, you should have drove it on 6S. And I drive it on 6S, it flips. There was complaints about that. So, you know, regardless of whatever, people were going to complain about that video, which is fine. So, I mean, a lot of people kind of, I don't know, I guess with that whole video, a lot of people were like just acting crazy on. I'm like, dude, chill. Yeah, they act like they got stock in Traxxas or something, you know. There are certain cars that people just like, and that's fine. I was giving everybody my opinion. They wanted to see it run against it. People wanted to see a size comparisons, and they just wanted to see him do some basic running. If I took that UDR and I drove it like I did this, or I drove it like I did my X-Max the other day, it would not have survived. And then there would have been complaints on that, oh, you should upgrade the Arrma for you did it. So regardless of whatever, 90%, well, I didn't say 90%, I say 20-30% of people that saw that video were gonna say something about how I was driving it or something. So that's why I was just like, whatever. Y'all act like, y'all working for Traxxas, y'all design and all that stuff. Traxxas designed it to try to be scale, which is fine if you want to drive a scale truck. But if a real scale truck drove like that, man, them dudes would be dead. Flipping over like that, broken necks. So trust me, I had a friend that bought his UDR, and he tried, and it ran better. It ran better with the body off and without the tires and wheels, but it just looked like a shell running around. I mean, so trust me, we've had experiences on UDRs, and I've seen people run it. So yeah, there are weak points on the UDR. So I mean, no car is gonna be perfect. I mean, there's always gonna be something with this. Like, I'm pretty sure some guys are gonna probably break something on this Mojave when they get it, or may experience some issue. But the thing about these companies is that, and I give Arrma props on this. I'm not on puff Arrma up on a high pedestal table, but Arrma is at least listening to their viewers or the people that buy stuff, their customers, clients, whatever you want to call them, and then they're updating their stuff. Like, I saw about a month ago, the president of Arrma, Jason, put out a poll to find out what was wrong with the servos. He said, what do you guys find out? He said, these are the most, I guess, he had like a poll, and he had said 2 or 3 of the top 3 things that people find wrong with the servos, meaning the servo strip, or after a while they don't line up, and etc. So he wanted to get a poll, and they're going to actually investigate it and try to do an improvement on it. And Arrma has been doing that for the last couple of years. I mean, look at, they came out with, version 3 and version 4s of their 8 scale versions and stuff. And it's all leading up to stuff like this, and the limitless, and then the infraction and stuff. So does those wheels on the Mojave come vented? I don't know what you mean by vented. It does have little holes in there. Of course, most cars that have tires and stuff stocked on there, they do have holes inside the wheels in case you do get a water and you can squeeze some of that out. So what's going on, RC Mass Mark? Mass. I'm trying to say your name. I'm looking over here at this cop stand over here. Mask Master. Sorry about that. I'm thinking about it. Somebody asked if I was going to buy the new Losi. I'm thinking about it. With the new Traxxas truck coming out, that's like $550. That may take my RC budget for this month. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Traxxas is going to come back. I think that what we're going to see in the next couple of years is we're going to see some competition between the two. I mean, they released the Max 4S, and that is... I might have to turn this flash off, y'all, if y'all want me to continue to stay live. They released the Max 4S, and I believe that was in competition with Arrma's 4S line. Now, Arrma just released their 4S line this year, I believe, so Traxxas had to know about it probably and was working on something with that. So I think we're going to see some competition. I think that Red Cat may come out with something. Hopefully Losi does, and I'm like waiting on Team Associated to release a Rival 2.0 or something. I hope these companies start releasing more stuff to make it more competitive and give us more of a selection as well, because that would be cool. And then we'll see that kind of going back and forth, kind of like the Chevy and Ford rivalry. Yeah, this would be the 6S Sentinel in a tug of war. It's kind of a weight thing too with that. This would probably just drag it, and this has got better traction and stuff like that. So yeah, the Max should be pretty tough. If the max, and it looks like it's just a shrunk down X Max, it should be pretty tough. I mean, I'll put it through its paces, and then I'll run it against the Creighton and stuff as well. The 4S Creighton that I got. I'm not gonna run it against my 6S Creighton, but I mean, it's not as big as the Outcast. People are saying that, and I've seen the car up close several times, and I know how big the Outcast is, so I'll show that to you guys. But I think in a speed test, that Max may beat the Creighton 4S. I mean, I'm looking at, the Creighton 4S, and I think I ran mine. I think I got between 48 and 50, 51. And they're saying that Max is supposed to do 55 out the box and probably over the 60s with the speed gear and stuff. So I'm going to be running box stock. So it may beat it in speed. We'll see about durability. Some people have had some issues with breaking stuff. I haven't broken anything. I popped the drive shaft and just popped it back in. So we'll see about that. Now, my Creighton 4S is going to be older, meaning that I've had it for several months. So I may just have to clean it up and do a couple of things to make it more newer. So when I run the two, it's kind of fair with it, but we'll see. But I think the Max will be faster than the 4S Creighton. There'll be some comparisons with those, but the Max also is $129 more than the 4S Creighton, but it does come with like aluminum shock bodies, threaded aluminum shock bodies. So there's a couple things on there that's kind of got that price up higher, but I'll talk about that and I'll show that. It'll be an honest video of those two actually going out and running it. I'll run them, back to back, side by side. I'll have two equal batteries in there. They'll both have the same battery stuff. I'll run them on 3 and 4S and we'll see what they can do. Somebody's getting, he said he's getting his Mojave this spring. He's waiting on his Limitless. Hopefully they get those back in stock. I mean, they got them in stock and they were gone. I mean, they've been back ordered big time on that, so. Yeah, the hobby is getting more and more expensive. I think that in some ways, they're upgrading the parts and stuff, so it is helping with durability and stuff of cars, so that's a good thing. So but there are some budgeted stuff out there. I mean, when Arrma released their 3S and 4S series, that's a great deal. I mean, you could get an 8-scale buggy. I mean, even though it has a plastic chassis, but somebody's gonna come up with an aluminum upgrade. You can get that for $299, like $320 something out the door. I mean, think about the big rock that they released. Think about that 3S series and then the 4S series. The bigger ones, of course, they got the aluminum chassis, stuff like this. It's going to cost a little bit more, but... All right, peace out, Bo. Yeah, I'm going to be ending this in about a minute and a half. I said I'd go live for about 30 minutes, so I got about a minute and a half or so before I end this one as well. So if y'all got any questions, I might want to ask them now or ask each other. Yeah, no lights. I took the lights off. I mentioned it earlier. I need to strap them down better, so. No, I just took the lights off. They're not secure enough to run this off-road. They were good on the on-road cars, but off-road it just wasn't handling that well, so. Yep, the competition between the companies is good. I mean, maybe Traxxas will release another UDR, or maybe they'll release something like it, that doesn't have the lock diffs, or, maybe they'll have something where you can lock and unlock the diff. That would be pretty cool too. So, no problem, Itchy Man. Appreciate you joining. So it's going to be interesting. I mean, the competition has come out this year. Well, this is Arrma's 10th year anniversary, so of course they would come out with the stuff they came out with. A big celebration for them. Their stuff has been back ordered. I mean, big time. The 7-scale series has all been back ordered, and hopefully these orders will start getting fulfilled, and you guys will start getting cars and doing videos. So I've been seeing what y'all doing with these limitlesses and these infractions, and it's been real good. So, what's going on, RC team? We're about to end this probably in a few minutes. I'm not sure if notifications come out late. We've been on for about 30 minutes, so. John, I have no idea about that. I have no clue. I mean, it's the end of the year. I mean, this is the biggest scale that Arrma has. So this is 7 scale. This is pretty big. It's not as big as an X Max, but I'll do a comparison, a side comparison, so you guys can see that. So yeah, we hope Losi will come out with some stuff as well. So yeah, I think that I'll go ahead and say this before I end this, and this is just food for thought. Arrma still has a long way to go with still re-releasing stuff, meaning that they still have their two-wheel drive line that they can touch up on and release that. So they can go brushed and brushless with that. And then they'll probably do some revisions to their police cars come by, so it might be loud, to their other cars, and then they can still hit the nitro market too. So that's probably gonna get real loud, y'all. What's going on, Chase? Yeah, I think Losi needs to do a couple of things. They need to do some on-road cars. They need to not discontinue this 3XLE. I love that truck. Just do some upgrades to it, you know, because it's a great truck. What about the shims? I'm not sure if you're talking about in this car and something else, but yeah, I think nitro is just the pain. There's a lot of city ordinances against that because some people are allergic to the fumes and then the noise as well that they make. So that might be why it's dying down in nitro. But it would be cool if Arrma did release a nitro one. I don't know what they would do, but you know, a nitro on-road car, or shoot, a nitro infraction or a nitro limitless would be good. You know, or even like a nitro truggy or something. No, I just don't have ABC. So I'll probably end up doing a size comparisons and a run of this and the X Max. And I mean, like I said, the X Max is you know 6 scale, and this is 7 scale. So there are going to be small differences in the two. And of course, that's a monster truck, and this is more of a short course truck. But I'll run them, and you know, people will say this and that about it once again. I know the X Max is gonna probably jump and stuff a little bit more than this. Is gonna handle the off-road environment more, but we'll get these two out and we'll run them against one another. So yeah, I agree. They do need something to try to compete with an X Max or something. That'd be pretty cool if they did that. You know. Maybe everybody that's live, let's email Arrma. Say, hey, we want something big. I don't know, just to see what they come up with. It'd be pretty cool if they came out with something that's big as well, because all the other companies have it. Losi has it. Heck, Red Cat has it, and not just say like Red Cat's bad, but Red Cat's got something. Traxxas has got something. Does Kyosho have anything? Do y'all know? Does Kyosho have anything that's really big, X Max size? I don't know. You'll have to let me know if Kyosho has anything X Max size. Tamaya doesn't. I mean, they've been just doing a lot of, oh man, I've been squatting too long, my knee hurts. Tamaya has been doing too many of the re-releases of their current cars, which is fine, but I think that they need to start focusing in on some updated stuff. But that's just me. If you re-release it, do like Kyosho does and update it so it can run brushless stuff. But you know, it would be cool if all these companies started releasing bigger cars. Like I think Losi, they should do a big truck, and they should do some kind of budgeted cars and stuff as well. So yeah, everybody email Arrma. Everybody that's on, there's 34 people on here. Everybody email Arrma and say we want a big truck. How about that? I mean, we got this. This is big too. I mean, it's not. I got my X Max in my trunk actually. Y'all want me to get that out real quick? If I get let's see how much I don't have too much battery left. I got 17% left, and about maybe Another 3 minutes. I could bring my X-Max out and show you guys how big it is compared to this. If I get let's see, it's 39 people on. If I get 8 yeses, I will do it real quick. We got GAP reviews in the house. What's going on, man? If y'all haven't checked their brother out, go check him out. It's Gap Reviews A to Z. Go check out his channel, y'all. He releases videos just about every day too. And he's got a large selection as well. So, hey, Itchy, that three yips don't count. JP Slayer said, why? Yeah, they got the Mad Crusher. If the Mad Crusher was larger, we're talking, when we talk large scale, we're not talking about just 8 scale. We're talking about, all right, y'all, this is gonna look pretty bad because I'm gonna pull this out. If I get 2 more yeses, I will pull the X-Max out. How about that? While I'm turning this bad boy off. Reach in here and so this car won't shoot off. That's what happened last time. I went up there and I grabbed it and I turned the radio off. I thought I turned the car off and the car just shot off, y'all. All right, pulling the X-Max out. All right, I'm gonna set this down. I gotta pull the big boy out. It takes both hands to do it. Y'all hear all that noise? All right, y'all ready for this? It's gonna get dark and it's gonna get real light. There it is. So actually it's pretty big if you think about it. The X-Max doesn't have the body on it, but that shows you the size comparisons. So that's pretty large. So everybody wanted to see real quick before I end this, the size of the Mojave to the X-Max. So I still got this indestructible body right here. I'm not gonna fit it on there all the way, but it's still pretty big. I mean, you guys can see this here as this sits here. This stuff is still pretty large. So now if you put monster truck tires and wheels on the Mojave, it's gonna look a little bit bigger, but it's not gonna be X-Max size. So does that answer you guys' question with that? So now I ain't gotta do a video of it. I told y'all this Mojave's large. If you haven't seen it in person, it's big. It's not small by any means. So you guys see it's probably I'd say about 2 inches or so shorter than the X-Max is. So yeah, y'all see how big that thing is. Like this body could probably fit on a Mojave. Y'all see that there? So good, y'all kept me from having to do a video and show comparisons and talk about it and stuff like that. So, well guys, I'm gonna end this. Gotta go grab some eats and do a couple other things as well. So, I can't paint this body, you can do it on the outside. This is that indestructible body, but I'm gonna go ahead and end this. I want to show this to you guys. Go live for a few minutes, try to go live at least once a week with you guys. So, all right, so I'll probably still do a video later on with the X-Max and the Mojave all at once, but we'll see. So, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this, and I'll probably try to put something up later on tonight. Y'all want to see another video tonight? If I get 10 yeses real quick, I see people logging off now, I'll put another video up tonight. I'm gonna give y'all until y'all got 45 seconds, unless y'all all videoed out. One, 2, 3 yeses. We got 30 more seconds to get 7 more yeses. Appreciate you guys joining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 3 more yeses. 6. Uh-oh, we need 1 more yes in less than 10 seconds, then I'll post another video tonight. Clocks are ticking. 5, 4, 3. All right, y'all. I'll put another video up tonight. I'll do one tonight. I'll put one up tonight. So appreciate you guys as always, and stay tuned for some videos gonna be released tonight. Cool, cool. I'm gonna release one in just a few minutes. Thanks, guys, for watching.